Hi, I'm Marlene and I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a comparison video between Mont Blanc Signature, Fiori, and Good Girl Blush. Okay, so I've watched a few videos and I hear people compare Mont Blanc Signature all the time to Good Girl Blush. But recently, I heard someone compare Fiori to Good Girl Blush. So I said, well, I have all three of them. Why not do a comparison video? So the first video that I seen with the comparison, and it may be more, I'm thinking it was more, but the one that I remember that stood out in my head was Amy Glam. She compared Mont Blanc to Good Girl Glam. Oh, no. Good Girl Blush. And then recently I saw Sharita M. She did a video and she compared Fiori scent to Good Girl Blush. So I was like, well, let me do a comparison and see, since I have them all. And we'll see. We'll get into it. So I'm going to get into the notes. I'm going to get into the smell. And then I'm going to see what I think. So I'm going to spray Mont Blanc here, up here. So what I did, the video before this, I had put oil on, so I washed that off to get the scent away, so I can kind of get a true scent from Mont Blanc Signature. And I'm also going to spray it on paper and tell you what I think. As you can see, I enjoy Mont Blanc Signature. It is a pretty, fresh, creamy, orange type scent with flowers. It's like a creamsicle with flowers. It's very pretty and bright, beautiful for spring and summer, good longevity, good projection. It's a little bit, I would say, bright at the top. Yep, on your skin, you're getting the flowers, like I said, the citrus, and the vanilla. To Amy Glam, she said it was too sharp for her, and she had to get rid of it. So that was her complaint. I guess I like the sharpness. So the notes in Mont Blanc Signature, I'll hold it up. We have clementine, ylang ylang, magnolia, peony, vanilla, white musk, and benzoin. The musk does come out in this fragrance as it dries down. Yep, and that the sweet, I always say it's magnolia, but I'm not sure, but you get that sweet flower scent. The flower note is very prevalent in this. Yes, I really enjoy it. So the main accords, it says it's vanilla, musky, floral, citrus, sweet, powdery, yellow floral, amber. Beautiful scent to me. So next, I'm going to spray Fiori. Spray it on this hand. I'm also going to spray it on my homemade test strips. first thing I would say with Fiori that I never got before is powdery. I never picked that up before, I don't think. Maybe I have. Maybe I'll go back in some of my videos where I talked about it. But maybe I picked it up, but in my head, thinking about it, that's not what came to me. But it is a bit powdery. It's fruity. It has a little bit of brightness at the top. A citrus note. This is much softer than, if I'm comparing the two, the Mont Blanc Signature and the Fiori. If I'm just comparing those two, the Fiori is a softer, more laid back, sweet scent. It does have a little bit of sharpness, which I would say is more like a bit of freshness to it. I'm not sure if it has rose, but I think I'm smelling rose. And I get more of a citrus scent than a berry scent. People like to say Fiori is like a strawberry shake. I don't get strawberry shake. I do get powder though. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the notes. The notes in Fiori are black currant, green mandarin. So maybe that's where the greenness coming from. This one has some neroli, rose, patchouli, oak moss, vanilla, white musk. So this has oak moss. Okay. Oh, I was talking about another fragrance before this video, oak moss. So that could be helping with the greenness, like the neroli, the green mandarin, the oak moss. But it's pretty and powdery, slightly sweet. To me, it's not as sweet as Signature Blanc, Mont Blanc Signature. This, okay, if I'm comparing, before I get to the Good Girl blush, Mont Blanc Signature and Fiori. Mont Blanc Signature, orange or citrus, vanilla, flowers, sweet, a bit of freshness, a little bit musky, a little bit green. Fiori, powdery, sweet. The sweetness is coming through now. I get a little bit of the berry, which is not berry, it's black currant. You're getting some green notes, a little bit of musky, slightly sweet. On paper, Fiori is very soft. You can barely smell it. It does come to life on your skin. Okay. So now we're gonna do Good Girl blush. So I'm gonna spray my strip. I'm gonna spray both of my hands with this, so I can go back and forth with the scent. Okay. On paper, Good Girl is sweet. It has a soft freshness to it. The floral note is coming out. It's citrusy to me. Very pretty. It's bright and fresh, but it has a softness to it. It's like it has a quietness to it. You're getting a lot of vanilla. It's very pretty and pink, just like the shoe. Okay, let me see what it's doing on my hand. On my hand, the citrus notes is coming out a bit more. It's a bit brighter and happier, fresher. Getting some green notes, but it still has sweet. Still pretty. You're getting a fruit mixed with that citrus. It seems like it's more than citrus. It seems like it's something else mixed in. Very pretty. Okay, so the notes in Good Girl Blush are, hold it up, bergamot, bitter almond, peony, ylang ylang, vanilla, and tonka bean. So I don't know if I forgot. I think I forgot to say the main accords for C Fiori, but the main accords for Good Girl Blush are vanilla, citrus, fresh, spicy, floral, powdery, aromatic, fresh. Now that it says it's powdery, I get slight powderiness. The main accords for C Fiori were vanilla, fruity, citrus, powdery, musky, rose, floral, woody, soft, spicy, white, floral. Okay, now I was just looking around to see if the perfumers overlapped, and they did not. Okay. So, comparing Mont Blanc to Good Girl Blush. Good Girl Blush to me is a bit more smoother. It's blended more. Mont Blanc has a little bit more of a sharpness to it, but I can see the resemblance. I can see why people are comparing the two of these. To me, definitely, if you like Mont Blanc Signature, you're probably going to most likely like Good Girl Blush. Mont Blanc Signature seemed to me has a little bit more citrus, like a more prominent citrus note. It's a bit sharper. I would even say it's a little bit more musky. Very pretty scents. Okay, so comparing C Fiori to Good Girl Blush. First of all, Good Girl Blush is more prominent, not as soft, not as powdery as C Fiori. I think the powderiness in C Fiori makes it seem more soft, mild, quiet. Now, Good Girl Blush seems has a little bit more citrus in it. Now, when you smell Good Girl Blush against Fiori, you can smell, I keep saying it's a berry note, but it's a black currant. You can smell the black currant note in Fiori, whereas you're not picking up the berry in Good Girl Blush. Um, if you have Fiori, I wouldn't say that you will automatically like Good Girl Blush. They're a bit different. Fiori is much more of a subdued fragrance. They're all very pretty to me. I like them. I'm happy to have all three in my collection. But I can see where some people might say if you have Mont Blanc, you may not need Good Girl Blush. But I think all three, are nice fragrances. But my preference would be, either Mont Blanc Signature or Good Girl Blush. Fiori is not as high on the likable scale for me. Maybe because I want it to be a bit more louder, to project more. But it still is a pretty powdery fragrance. Now, smelling them all, now that they have dried down, right now, I would say the Good Girl Blush is projecting more. Yeah. I'm going to smell them on paper and see what happens. You get a lot of the sweetness on paper from the Good Girl Blush. Fiori is soft and quiet. I can barely smell it. I can barely smell it on the paper. On paper, for sure, Good Girl Blush is sweeter and brighter. Mont Blanc has gotten softer also. But on skin, in real life, Mont Blanc is beautiful. It projects, it gets compliments, it does what it's supposed to do. I don't recall. Maybe it was the people I was around that I got compliments with Mont Blanc Signature. I don't recall getting a compliment with Good Girl. I just know I smelled good. Fiori, I can't remember getting a compliment either. And it may be that Fiori needs the summertime, more heat. And maybe that's when I wore it. I don't remember. But I do plan on getting some wear in this year. So, look, that's my comparison. I do not think Fiori and Carolina Herrera blush are that close in scent. It may remind you of it, but when you're doing a side-by-side test, Fiori is much more powdery, has much more powder, and is a softer scent. And I would say you can definitely smell a bit of the black currant in it. just one more time for good measure. The Mont Blanc Signature does have the citrus notes as well as Good Girl Blush, but I do think they're different. I think Good Girl Blush is blended a bit more, and I think Mont Blanc Signature has a more of a musky scent. But there it is. That is my comparison. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any of the 3 of these perfumes, or do you plan on getting the pretty Good Girl Blush for the summertime, warm weather, I should say. Let me know. And these 2 you can find on eBay, the gray markets like Joma Shop, Fragrance Net. I haven't checked Armani website lately, but it was on there for a while. This one you can get very reasonably priced, like under $50 or around $50 for a 3.4 ounce. This one is more expensive, and for sure, you know, this one is more expensive because it just came out. But happy shopping, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.